Hey guys, Casualgamerreed, YouTube's #1 Heat fan. Now Monday night we have the big series, Boston, Miami. You could see this coming when Derrick Rose went down. The writing was on the wall. You know, the Sixers gave the Celtics a hell of a run. Give the Sixers credit, but this is what we expected. You know, this is what I expected. This is what Heat fans want. We want Boston. This is going to be a great test for the Heat without Chris Bosh. Who knows if he's going to be back this series at all. You know, it's uncertain. You know, I've read a lot of reports about it today, and they're saying he's on a bicycle and he's still not had no physical contact and all this. And even if Bosh does come back, he's not going to be himself. He's going to be out of his groove and all this, you know. So I don't look for Bosh to be to play any role really in the finals, the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't see it happening, you know. But I do still believe that the Heat will beat the Celtics in 6 games. You know, I believe as long as Dwayne Wade and LeBron James play the way they played the last few games of the last series against the Pacers, as long as they play like that, they will win this in 6 games. You know, maybe even 5 games. You know, even without Chris Bosh, I'm picking the Heat to win it in 6 games. You know, if Bosh was there, I would pick them to win it in maybe 5 games. But I still believe they will need Bosh in the NBA Finals more than they will need them in the Eastern Conference Finals if they get that far. You know, Boston is a great team. And I'm not disrespecting them at all. You know, they got Rondo, Kentucky player, but, you know, I'm still for the Heat. You know, I'm staying with the Heat. You know, I don't jump teams. I've done this in other videos where people have commented, how can you like the Heat when Rondo plays for the Celtics and all this stuff. You know, that's the way I am. I root for the Heat no matter what. If the Heat had nobody, I'd be rooting for the Heat. You know. But anyway, back to the game. You know, it's going to be pretty much just the Heat penetrating, trying to get in the paint. You know, get inside. Wade, James, get inside, get inside. Don't settle for the jump shot. You know, because Boston doesn't really have an inside threat. Garnett is a jump shooter, and Bass is pretty much a jump shooter. So the key is going to be containing Rondo. You know, as long as Chalmers or somebody can step up and guard Rondo halfway decent, the Heat will be okay this series. You know, it's going to be physical. It's going to be ugly, but that's what I want to see. I want to see some ugly basketball. I want to see some technical fouls and stuff. I want to see it. You know, that's what Boston's all about. And the Heat better bring it and not back down. You know, they can't back down. So I like the Heat to win the first game by 5 points Monday night. The Heat by 5. And we'll just go from there because it's going to be a hell of a series, folks. So please like, subscribe, comment, and go Heat.